Hey, good morning, y'all. Today, we are not gonna buy pancake mix. We're gonna make it. So stick around and we'll show you how to get the dry ingredients on the shelf, just like you would if you had a box of bisquick sitting there, so you can use it whenever you need it. So here we go. All right, Greg and I have decided that we are not buying bisquick. We're gonna make it. So what I have here is I have some semolina flour, which you can substitute for regular flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. And that's it. And then this will go on the shelf. And then when we're ready to make pancakes, we'll add like vanilla, eggs, and oil. So let's and we're gonna make a triple batch because Greg and I decided we want 3 pint jars on the shelf of this mix because we won't eat any more than that in one sitting. So let's get to measuring. All right, y'all, 18 cups. Don't let me lose count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wow. Okay. There it is. That was a lot. Okay, 1 cup of sugar. And now we need tablespoons and teaspoons of soda, salt, and baking powder. 9 of these. This is baking powder. 1, 2, 9. Cool. All right, and then 6 baking soda teaspoons and 6 of salt. So let's do this first. I'm trying not to dump 80 things of salt in there. I think there's like a big old clump in that salt. 1, 2, 6. All right. That, my friend, is what you call pancake mix. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this whisk and we'll get this combined. Now, this is the version if you do not have powdered milk or freeze-dried eggs. You can add powdered milk and freeze-dried eggs to this, and then you're just adding water. So that is an option as well. We just wanted to do this version for you so you could see how easy it is with the ingredients that you already have on hand to make pancake mix. And this is it. We're gonna store these in airtight containers and stick them on the shelf. And every time Greg and I want pancakes for breakfast, we'll just break out one of these jars and make pancakes. You know what this reminds me of too, if we put it in a bigger jar? Remember them shaker things you used to get at the Bisquick shaker pancake things you used to get at Walmart or the grocery store? I don't even know if they have those anymore. You literally just add the water into the shaker thingy and shake it and burp it and shake it and burp it and then pour it out. I wonder if they still sell those. All right, this is that simple. I'm gonna make sure I get all of the stuff off the bottom just so it's mixed real good and combined. And then we're gonna put them in jars and label them. I just gotta go downstairs and get jars now. All right, y'all, I'm thinking we're gonna start with 2 cups in each. Oof. Let's try that again. We're gonna start with 1 cup. That's 1. We might be putting these in. Actually, let's see if that's 1 cup of mix, because that's 1 recipe. See, they don't look like that filled up really good. Let's do this one again. Maybe we're gonna need more jars. Yeah, see, that's a lot. Let's get this right, y'all. 1, 2. Okay, there's 2. Will it fit? Yes, it will fit. I just got to finagle it. Okay, so 2 can go in each one. Okay. We're just going to have to compact it a little bit. 2. Okay. That's 2. I don't know that I like small jars. 1, 2. Ooh. Okay, look. Don't label them first. Look what I just did. I just smudged everything. Okay. All right, 2's fitting in here. I'm getting it everywhere too. Okay. So we tripled the recipe. So I'm probably gonna need at least 3 more jars, huh? And you just have to, now that I've fluffed this flour up, this makes sense too. You just need to compact it. And that's what I'm doing by hitting the jar. Don't really want to be slamming it on the counter, but that's like the best way to get it in. Yeah, I'm gonna need at least 3 more jars. Well, this is a mess. I love it. All right, I need more jars. Oh my, okay, bring it back whenever. Woo-woo, let me go get some more jars. I'll tell you what, it was a good day to wear a white shirt. So, okay, what did we end up with? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and some leftovers. Now we have these kind of lids. So I'm gonna use these kind of lids on here. Because these shouldn't be sitting on the shelves forever. And then we can rinse these off real good and relabel the ones that I need to relabel. And I do recommend you guys getting some of these. I'll link some. And then did you know that the Parmesan cheese lids, if you save them off of like the little shaker thingies, did you know they fit on a regular mouth? And you can use it like a shaker. Did you guys know that? Don't throw those away. Wash them and stick them in your little bucket of lids. I have the Amazon kind and I have the ball kind of these lids. Unfortunately, the balls are much better and but they cost more, so you're gonna spend dollars on them. All right, got another one, yep. All right, you're going on this one, okay. Oh my gosh, there's flour everywhere. All right. I'm gonna go relabel these. And there you got it, we got pancake mix. Plenty of it. Ta-da! I will say this is much cheaper. And we had all the ingredients on hand already. So now it's a matter of what I'm gonna do is take the recipe, type it out on a little index card and laminate it and put it next to these. So you know how to use this, because this is 2 recipes worth of pancake mix. So cool, hope you like that. Share this with people that you think would find it beneficial. Just another one of these little things that just makes it easy. If you prep it ahead of time, you don't have to go buy it at the grocery store. So like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Till we see you on the next video. Bye, y'all.